What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys the top 10 kits of 2023 that I've reviewed. I know, we're literally halfway into 2024 and I'm only now bringing my top kits of last year, but with immigration and Rocky P Bandai arrangements, plus my master's coursework and everything, literally everything just got pushed back. Though with that said, here are the ground rules. I have to have built them, premium is allowed, which is the whole reason why this list was delayed to begin with, a limit of 2 per series will be placed to prevent domination of a particular series, and they only have to have come out in 2023, so review dates are irrelevant. So without further ado, let's get into the entries. Starting off at number 10, it is given to the revived god of death himself, the high-grade Gundam Death Scythe Hell. Granted, it's essentially the Live Lance Heaven with a new upper body and weapons, but whatever that's new on it took me by surprise, especially the trim design on the helmet, even though I saw it coming from the Live Lance Heaven. The weapons are simple and fun to use with a largely maintained articulation, while the active cloak isn't much of a hassle to set up despite it not having any tabs for its closed form. However, its flaws come with the seam lines on the forearms and the somewhat dodgy stickers on the ribs and crotch, but otherwise, its uniqueness and simplicity barely outshines a lot of the others from the year. Another impressive kit held back by a glaring design flaw is the high-grade Gundam Maxter. Given the standards set by its de facto fighting partner, the Maxter has a lot to live up to. For the most part, it does, as it features clever engineering that reproduces its color separation with minimal stickers, has a wide range of articulation, a ton of accessories, and a display base with custom arms for you to decide which American stereotype you want to showboat with. However, Bandai forgot what leverage is when designing this kit, as the extension mechanic in the clavicles is the design flaw of the kit that I've mentioned. Granted, it's an easily negligible flaw that has next to no impact on the overall package, but if that's the case, then implementation of said mechanic is moot and probably shouldn't exist in the first place. Despite that, the Maxter is better than lots of high grades in various aspects and didn't fail to impress in the resuscitated high grade Future Century sub-series. Number 8 is given to a surprise entry in the high-grade Gundam Hachiroboshi second form. In IBO kits being one of the top 10 kits of 2023, are you mad? Yes, as besides the hard limit, this kit actually feels fun to mess with, and the improvements they made to the kit with modern engineering are appreciated as well, lessening the already few numbers of stickers while enhancing the standard looks. The simple and effective loadout, coupled with the well-engineered wing unit, also helped. Sure, the articulation isn't the best compared to contemporaries, and its swap to heavy weapons hurt the shoulders a bit, but having kept the base Hachiroboshi's strong foundations and built upon it with modern engineering, I do think the high-grade Gundam Hachiroboshi second form is a strong kit from 2023. Number 7 is part of the result of a 15 billion yen investment, the high-grade Shin Burning Gundam. Sharing a lot from its root kits, the Kameki Burning Gundam, it's natural that the foundations are strong, with its sharp looks, gymnastic articulation, and a ton of effect parts on offer. However, while the polarized resin with a color shifting effect looks quite nice, it's actually not that much to fuss over unless you give the clear pieces some dark backing. And while I personally like the blue to orange effect parts and their simple use, some people think that they aren't as flamboyant as the older ones, which I totally understand. And we shan't mention the katana. But anyways, the Shin Burning Gundam is no doubt a fun and solid kit to play with, while also looking striking and packing the substantial content despite the light loadout. Speaking of fun, we've come to number 6, the entry grade Build Strike Exceed Galaxy. It embodies the whole concept of the Build series in general. On paper, it's the most minimalistic of the Build Strike variants, with it only coming close to the others' presentation with DLC. Being based on the entry grade Strike, which isn't the best thing ever, also hurt it to a degree. However, the former parts you can easily avoid, since the wealth of hardpoints throughout the body allows you to attach anything with a 3mm peg to it for your own custom build, and that's not even considering the extra possibilities unlocked by the Exceed joints. Of course, it also goes without saying that the looks of this kit are phenomenal, almost like what you would get from a higher end high grade kit. With a foundation as strong as this, I'm sure that it not only serves as a strong entry to the hobby with just the kit alone, but also a fun entry point for kit customization. Number 5 is given to the most elegant character played by a Gundam, the high-grade Gundam Rose. There's absolutely no denying that the elegance of the design and character translated over to high-grade form with the almost fully color-separated visuals, while the well-implemented gimmicks, especially given those extremely detailed Rose bits, add to what already made the Rose good. Not to mention that the included effect parts and display arms allow you to display the Rose bits separate from the Gundam, and recreate the kit's original gimmick. The only cons of this kit are the premium status and the awkward gates on the hack sections. Otherwise, the high-grade Gundam Rose is not only a nigh perfect high-grade kit with very little effort, but also a characterful one at that. Number 4 is where the real grades come in, with the real grade Destiny Impulse taking the spot. Granted, the body is a minor retool of the base RG Impulse, so the pros and cons like the angry and sharp looks and the fragile V-fin respectively are carried over. However, the pleasant surprise comes in the form of the Destiny Silhouette, which is a completely new retool for the real grade line despite the possibility of reusing the real grade Destiny wings, resulting in a completely stable pair of wings that doesn't suffer from using the additional Wings of Light effect parts. This results in an all-purpose unit that is elegant to look at and fairly fun to play with. Not to mention that the water decals are included as well. However, the loose backpack, missing silhouette flyer, and the need to purchase the Wings of Light separately are unique shortcomings, but at least we have an impressive kit of the Destiny Impulse in 1:144th scale now. Not far ahead at number 3, there's the real grade Gundam Epyon. I know, a real grade that doesn't top the list, crazy, but the only reason that this twin-headed dragon cosplay is down here is because it's a standard real grade you can come to expect post real grade unicorn, instead of something that stands out as much as the real grade High Nu or real grade God Gundam, especially for its 4,200 yen price. Not to say that the kit is bad, because for the high build difficulty and engineering, it is great to look at, pose with, and transform. Not to mention that the advanced mobile suit joint portion being the fully color separated and articulated whip. However, as great as it is, it didn't blow me away per se, with its novelty in 1:144th scale being the only standout aspect. Despite that, the real grade Gundam Epyon is still a kit that captures the menace of the source design. And if you can get past the high build difficulty, it's a kit that doesn't fail to impress, as it did for me. Expectedly, G-Witch is topping the list, even with the hard limit imposition, starting with the high-grade Gundam Schwarz Ette at number 2. I mean, granted, the source design is simple and someone might say it's drab. However, the fact that the aesthetics, articulation, and wide flexibility of gimmicks are achieved with just 4 runners, 2 sticker sheets that only contribute to the shell units, and an entry grade level build is wild to me. The main weapon, the Guardian, also allows for flexible and creative display beyond the default forms, and their use of 3mm hulls for connection forgoes the necessity of having a G-Witch display base just to have fun with it. The only flaws I could think of are the tedium and the inaccurate primary color, which, while not the hardest things to tolerate and fix, is why it doesn't top the champion of 2023. That being the high-grade Gundam Calibarn. Not only is the rough and unrefined design unique compared to other Gundam designs, but the predominantly white color scheme also lends itself to one of the most beginner-friendly builds of the high-grade G-Witch line. The uniqueness doesn't end there though, as the primary weapon, the variable round rifle, fully embodies the witch-like theme the Gundams are branded by in the series, with an included display base to ensure stable display. The inclusion of the escutcheon is a bit to me, but the bit on form is a neat enhancement. And while the colors of the shell units are a point of contention, the rainbow coloration is definitely well done for what it is, despite it not being the preferred option for most. Otherwise, for the price and build, the high-grade Gundam Calibarn is essentially a flawless kit and the best that 2023 has to offer. Evidently, that doesn't mean the others are bad kits, as stuff like the demi-releases were still fun and quirky, the Gunpla and Hobby Isaac being impressive template kits, and the Frith side story duo being at close competition with the Calibarn for their own strengths and weaknesses. Evidently, my 2023 catalog was dominated with G-Witch kits, but those are my thoughts from the kits that I can speak on, so please let me know what your selections are in the comments below. And with that said, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and also subscribe for more content from me, and feel free to follow my social media, links in the description below. That said, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out guys, bye bye.